Hey, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2008 Disney Pixar animated feature film WALL-E. WALL-E. I have an '08 original WALL-E and Eve interactive talking figures that were like $50 each back then, and they still work to this day. Barely, but they still work, and I've used them quite a few times. It's so fun watching them talk to each other. Love it. Love this movie. So this came out June 2008. I saw it, I think, like the day I graduated high school with my family. I think that's what we did. Like right after I got my diploma, we went to the movies and saw WALL-E. And then a friend of mine gave me like the beds, like the bedding, the blanket, like the comforter set of WALL-E, and I still have it to this day. I still have my pillowcase right here. My WALL-E and Eve pillowcase that I use in my futon. But the bedding, I'm just gonna hold this just like this. Now I'll move it. The comforter I have over there. So I love this movie. It was unlike anything we've seen at the time when it comes to Galaxy for Disney and Pixar. So this takes place way in the future. By and large, superstore for all your needs and so much more. They are the company that owned majority of stuff on planet Earth, and planet Earth is so polluted, it's done. Life, vegetation doesn't exist anymore, so the humans had to evacuate. They had to get out on these massive cruise ships. But they were only told that it would only be, a couple months that they'd be on the ships. But it's been hundreds of years that they've been out, doing their stuff. Lots of droids have been catering to the needs of the humans on these different vessels. But WALL-E is still a robot who is still a droid who is still on Earth doing his job. Waste. What does WALL-E stand for? The E stands for Earth class. The W stands for waste. Waste allocation something something Earth class. But all the other WALL-Es aren't working anymore. So WALL-E himself is the only one left, and he's like scavenging to like try to find, like, put this garbage in his tummy and crumple it and make piles and stuff. And he does this every day for what, like 600 years or something like that. That's when this apocalypse has been going on. So he finds treasures and things, and then all of a sudden this Eve unit comes down to Earth where WALL-E is, and she's scanning everything, and then she meets WALL-E, thinks he's a threat, but WALL-E's got a crush on Eve, so he's trying to impress Eve. It is the cutest romance of droids. Hysterical. The guy who did like all the droid beeps and boops for Star Wars did the voice and things for WALL-E and Eve respectively. So WALL-E then shows Eve a boot that he found with a little plant growing out of it that he decided to scoop up and put, that he found in a refrigerator in the trash. And she has been looking for a plant. So she goes into like this hyperspace mode of sleep after taking the boot, keeping it in her. So that way there's a pickup crew that comes to collect her. But in the process, WALL-E himself gets dragged away, gets taken to a ship. And why can't I remember the name of the ship? Anyway, all hell breaks loose because Otto is the captain's droid steering system, and Otto does not want the humans to go back to Earth. He likes how it is. So he overrides the captain and locks him in his room, and all these other fat humans are, trapped on the ship. So there's like droid breakouts with WALL-E, and there's a Hello Dolly song that's a big part of it. Put on your Sunday shoes, there's lots of work out there, right? I messed up the lyrics, but that's the melody. So the droids learn the song, and that's how they communicate with each other, knowing that it's okay because WALL-E's there, and then like WALL-E's about to get crushed, and like Eve brings him back to Earth, and because the ship's going back to Earth because Earth is now habitable because the plant can grow, so that means that there's oxygen in the air again, and that way humans can go back. And Eve fixes him, and he comes back to life because of the sun charging. And the post-credits are pretty interesting because it's not true post-credits, it's pictorials of like different artwork through time as the credits are rolling. So you have hieroglyph history shown, you have like arcade pixel stuff shown, you have watercolor, you have like hand-drawn cartoons, and it's showing that the humans and the droids are working together to build a better Earth. And then it's Wally and Eve holding hands, you know, in front of a tree that grew out of the boot. It's just such a beautiful story. It's a beautiful love story, for that matter, of two robots. But it's a beautiful story of overcoming that just because you think that this is the end, it can be a beginning. So I think it's prominent, especially now, because we are still in the midst of a pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, which is a virus, but it's not specifically stated that a virus wiped out Earth. It's the fact that humans polluted Earth too far that they had to escape. That there's space trash everywhere, that there's trash everywhere on the planet. So it was a neat situation showing that, yeah, you'd be on a cruise ship for X amount of months, which turned out to be hundreds of years, because originally when the pandemic started, we were told, yeah, you'd be in your house for X amount of months, and now we're approaching a year. So it's different, you know, it's different, but it feels similar at the same time. So pretty creepy. Wally, such a beautiful, beautiful movie. I'm gonna go take my pillow, get my blanket. I'm gonna take me a Wally nap. That sounds great right now. It happens when you're 30. It's approaching 31. You get old, you get tired. I need some ibuprofen too. Yes, all right. Mucho mahalo.